Today's topic on Critical Insights, Killware. Can you explain what Killware is and how it differs from other forms of malware, such as ransomware or traditional viruses?
That's a great question. So, Killware is a kind of a new concept, and not really new, but it's more conceptual. As far as I know, there is no real world event that is Killware related. It's something to think about. And so Killware, everyone knows what ransomware is now. Thank you for the colonial pipeline. But we know about that. You know, it's ransomware. We're going to hold you hostage because we have this stuff, or we've encrypted your data or something, or we're going to threaten, bringing down your IT department or OT department, and you give us money and we'll go away. And a lot of you people do that. A lot of organizations, banks and utilities and such pay that ransom. I don't agree with that. But Killware's the next logical thought process on that. What else could they do with that type of ownership and of data or threats to bringing down, let's say, a hospital? I'm going to bring down this critical substation which feeds this military institute because I have some agenda. And it may not be a financial need that they want. It may be a political thing they want you to do. Or not even you, they want the government to do something. But they have a physical harm attribute to it. They are elevating the issue to not just be financial, but to be, I'm going to harm you. I'm not going to just break your systems. I want to physically harm you. So I'm looking for ways to do that. And that's what Killware is about. It's elevating the risk to a physical harm situation. And that's a worrisome thing. It's very worrisome.
Given the potentially life-threatening nature of Killware, what measures should organizations, especially those in critical infrastructure sectors, implement to protect against such attacks?
Yeah, so that's what utilities should consider, critical infrastructure should be thinking about is really that scenario. We all exercise our incident responses, but we usually contain that to general ransomware, phishing attacks, a little virus, malware here and there, and we focus on recovering of the systems. But it's a really good idea to start thinking about threats like Killware, things that may be more theory than they are reality, but they push the envelope, and so you can start thinking about this. So some things you can do is definitely invoke a Killware type of scenario into your testing of your incident response capabilities. But it's awareness, just awareness. Talk about it, and be on the lookout, looking for threats. That's what we do as cybersecurity experts. We're always looking at the risks. It's a cyclical approach to assuring that you're evaluating what could happen. It's not always what has happened, it's sometimes what could happen. So that ongoing testing, evaluation, awareness, put it in some training materials, start thinking about that, have those discussions with your board, have that discussions with your executives, your SMEs, just start laying a foundation about this potential escalation of malware. And we know it's coming. As we get more technologically enhanced and more connected, there's going to be more opportunity to take advantage of that for nefarious reasons. And nefarious isn't just always financial. Sometimes it's political, sometimes it's just evil. And we got to think about those, especially targeted critical infrastructure. That's what they would target. If I were doing it, I would be targeting the worst. What can I do the most damage on? Electric grid, hospitals. I would be looking at the financial banks. I'm going to blow up your building kind of things. Those are awful things to think about, but that's what you really should be exploring and finding ways to do it. Another thing is make relationships with your law enforcement. Talk to them about, we're part of the critical infrastructure. What should we be thinking about in a communication ways if we got something like that coming into us? Who am I supposed to call? Is it local? Is it federal? Is it state? Do you have recommendations? Do you have a center of excellence that we could be engaged with to participate in some of our scenarios and incidents testing? So I think there's a lot you can do.
What steps should North American cybersecurity agencies and industry leaders take to enhance cross-border collaboration and improve legal frameworks to effectively combat the threat of Killware attacks on critical infrastructure?
Oh, that's a great, to me this is a great question, because often we think of, you know, the threats are localized. We're thinking that they're our problem, right? But they may be a global problem. And often, you know, if it became an international thing, we don't know what to do. We don't know who to talk to. Likely in our scenario, we'd be talking to the Department of Homeland Security in the electric or energy sector. We'd be talking to them and getting their help, but maybe they don't know. So I think, you know, from a governmental, a federal perspective in North America and the United States, is start building those relationships and engaging utilities, critical infrastructures, in the conversations with our international partners to talk about how do we deal with Killware, how do we deal with terrorism, how do we deal with any of these electronic threats that we have out there, and what do we do with those? And I would love to see an international, and I think we've done this a long time ago, shortly after 9/11, we started having international discussions about how do we work together on a big scenario. We know we've seen it in more simple things like piracy. They have some international protocols now of how to get the bad guy that has the pirateware that you can download and all that stuff. We got really good at that, but we didn't necessarily escalate that to something like Killware or something like, you know, a really significant ransomware situation that's happening on a global scale. So I'd like to encourage government, federal, state, everything to have a every year maybe an incident response exercise that is international, that talks about these higher level connections and protocols and discussions. I think it'd be really good. From a legal perspective, I don't know if you can write a law that really manages this well. You can do a little bit more maybe on the, you know, regulations for the individual utilities, some things that they have to do, which in the electric sector, we already have that. We have the SIP standards that are pushing for malware protections and everything, but maybe elevate that a little bit in order to tie incident response and malware protection and all that together, and then encourage utilities to engage with their federal entities, not just the ones that, well, the electric sector actually has a standard that says you must report a reportable cybersecurity incident, which is a term in the NERC Glossier terms. You have to report that to the EISAC, the Energy Information Sharing group, and to the NCIC, which is a DHS type of coordination center. So you have to report those reportable cybersecurity incidents. We can get better at defining what that is. We can get better at insisting that that happens, and we can encourage that to be at a broader scale. And I think we have a lot of work to do, but that's what I would do, especially Killware. It's new. I say new, but it's a process of thought, of escalation of something that we know happens and bringing that to a higher level. I think that's a great opportunity for us to even get better at knowing how to manage those. We're having some wonderful conversations here. We love sharing information to you through these critical insight videos, and it's not where it stops, obviously. You know, as you're growing your programs, you're always inevitably going to have some need for some help. Here at Archer, we're here to help you. We've been doing this for over a decade. We are ready to assist you in anything related to these topics, and we look forward to talking to you in the near future. Give us a call.
If you need assistance protecting your critical infrastructure, reach out and contact Archer today.